Welcome back to Timeless Messages from the I Ching. This is Stephen. Thanks for tuning in. So today I'm going to do a different reading, more of a divination reading about the near future. And the question I'm going to ask is, what's coming into viewers' lives very soon? What's coming into viewers' lives very soon? That's about as simple as I can put it. And if you found this message, then there are reasons why you found this message. Your divine inner light has guided you here. The creator of the universe, your angels, your spirit guides have destined for you to hear this message. In some way or ways, this message is designed to help you move forward in a new and beneficial direction. So if you can, rest your eyes, take a few deep breaths, consider where you're at right now in your life situation, what's concerning you, or what's on your mind, and just listen to the ideas and let them wash over you. And after the reading, excuse me, I would recommend that you take some notes and focus on jotting down the most important points that you get from the reading, and also listen to the reading at least once or twice more, because there are things that later, tomorrow or the next day, you listen to it again, it'll bring up different guidance and different perspectives. So without further ado, I'm going to pick up these beautiful silver dollars from my friend Eric, and I'm going to ask Yeshua, the creator, the angels, the spirit guides, the divine light, what's coming into the lives of viewers very soon? What's entering viewers' lives very soon? What's entering viewers' lives very soon? What's entering viewers' lives very soon? It's a yin line. What's entering viewers' lives very soon? What's entering viewers' lives very soon? Number 8, yin line. What's entering viewers' lives very soon? What's entering viewers' lives very soon? Number 8 again. What's entering viewers' lives very soon? What's entering viewers' lives very soon? Okay, number 7. Masculine, yang. What's entering viewers' lives very soon? What's entering viewers' lives very soon? What's entering viewers' lives very soon? Number 8, yin line, feminine. What's entering viewers' lives very soon? 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 Very, very soon. What's entering viewers' lives very soon? And number 8 again. Okay, we have a singular hexagram. Okay. Well, this on the lower trigram, the lower 3 lines, is Kun, the receptive earth. And the upper trigram is Chen, the arousing thunder. This is the east, Chen is the east, Kun is the southwest. This is the mother, and this is the eldest son. 16. And we'll find out the name. Enthusiasm. Oh, isn't that a unique one? I don't remember getting enthusiasm very often. What an interesting word. Okay, here we go. So, what's coming into viewers' lives very soon? The arousing thunder, the receptive earth below, the strong line in the fourth place, this male line right here that's unbroken, that of the leading official, meets with response and obedience from all the other lines, which are all weak. The attribute of the upper trigram Chen is movement. The attributes of Kun, the lower, are obedience. So movement and obedience. Oh, and devotion as well, of course. This begins a movement that meets with devotion and therefore inspires enthusiasm, carrying all with it. Of great importance, furthermore, is the law of movement along the line of least resistance, which in this hexagram is enunciated as the law for natural events and for human life. So here we have the idea of natural events, the law for natural events, and for human life moves along the line of least resistance. So are you moving along lines of least resistance, or are you moving along lines of great resistance? So consider this, and perhaps as this is a oracle about the near future, you are moving toward that lower resistance level. Let's hope so. The judgment, enthusiasm. It furthers one to install helpers and to set armies marching. The time of enthusiasm derives from the fact that there is at hand an eminent person who is in sympathy with the spirit of the people and acts in accordance with it. Hence, this person finds universal and willing obedience. To arouse enthusiasm, it is necessary for a person to adjust themselves and their ways to the character of those whom they wish to lead. To arouse enthusiasm, it is necessary for a person to adjust themselves and their ways to the character of those they wish to lead. Natural law rests on this principle of movement along the line of least resistance. These laws are not forces external to things, but they represent the harmony of movement that is immanent in things, in all things. This is why the celestial bodies, the planets, do not deviate from their orbits, and why all events in nature occur with fixed regularity. It's the same with human society. Only such laws as are rooted in popular sentiment can be enforced, while laws violating this popular sentiment merely arouse resentment. Again, it is enthusiasm that enables us to install helpers for the completion of an undertaking without fear of secret opposition. And it is enthusiasm, too, that can unify mass movements, as in war, so that they achieve victory. The image. Thunder comes resounding out of the earth. The earth here and thunder coming out of the earth. The image of enthusiasm. Thus the ancient kings made music in order to honor merit and offered it with splendor to the supreme deity, inviting their ancestors to be present. When at the beginning of summer, thunder, electrical energy comes rushing forth from the earth again, and the first thunderstorm refreshes nature, a prolonged state of tension is resolved. Joy and relief make themselves felt. So too, music has power to ease tension within the heart and to loosen the grip of obscure emotions. The enthusiasm of the heart expresses itself involuntarily in a burst of song, in dance, and rhythmic movement of the body. From times immemorial, the inspiring effect of the invisible sound that moves all hearts and draws them together has mystified mankind. Rulers have made use of this natural taste for music. They have elevated and regulated it. Music was looked upon as something serious and holy, designed to purify the feelings of humanity. It fell to music to glorify the virtues of heroes, and thus to construct a bridge to the world of the unseen, the spirit world. In the temple, humanity drew near to God with music and pantomimes. Out of this later, the theater developed. Religious feeling for the creator of the world was united with the most sacred of human feelings, that of reverence for the ancestors. The ancestors were invited to these divine services as guests of the ruler of heaven and as representatives of humanity in the higher regions, the spirit world. This uniting of the human past, the ancestors, with the divinity in solemn and serious and holy moments of religious inspiration established a bond between God and humanity. The ruler who revered the divinity and revering the ancestors became thereby the sons and daughters of heaven, in whom the heavenly and the earthly world meet in mystical contact. These ideas are the final summation of Chinese culture. Confucius has said of the great sacrifice at which these rites were performed, quote, "A person who could wholly comprehend this sacrifice could rule the world as though it were spinning on their hand." Very, very fascinating hexagram of enthusiasm. What's soon coming into the viewers' lives. Fascinating. We have very much the idea of devotion, of movement in the upper trigram, obedience and devotion in the lower trigram. The idea of being in sympathy with the people, and therefore to arouse enthusiasm, a person adjusts themselves to the ways of the character of the people whom they want to lead. The natural laws rest on the principle of movement along the line of least resistance. We get this mentioned at least 2 or 3 times in this hexagram, proceeding along the lines of least resistance. Talking about the planets, the celestial bodies, they proceed along the lines of least resistance and don't deviate from their orbits. This is why the seasons happen at very specific times of the year. And enthusiasm can unify mass movements, whatever those movements may be. And enthusiasm is helpful to enable us to find helpers for the completion of an undertaking without fear of secret opposition. In the image, we hear this very interesting idea of honoring the ancestors, of how music was used to glorify virtue of heroes and to construct a bridge to the world of the unseen spirit world. How fascinating. In this way, the religious feeling for the creator of the universe is united with the most sacred of human feelings, and that feeling is the reverence for one's ancestors. So this could be part of your flow in the next little while of connecting, remembering your ancestors. What lessons did they bring into your lives? What type of thoughts and humor and ways did they have that have positively influenced you? If you can think of these things, you help to bring these lovely ancestors and their vibration, their spirit, into your realm. And by doing so, you establish a stronger bond between yourself and the ancestors, of course, but also between yourself and the divine. It's a fascinating concept. Joy and relief make themselves met. And the first thunderstorm, as Chen is thunder, refreshes a person, refreshes nature, refreshes all beings from a prolonged state of tension. This tension is resolved. So here we see the idea of a tension that's been prolonged being resolved. That is a refreshing idea. And also, music and song could be very helpful at this time in your life to help foster the enthusiasm that this hexagram is describing and painting. Finally, if you are able to comprehend the idea of this connection to the ancestors, to invite them in as they are representatives of humanity in the higher spiritual regions and realms, you could, as Confucius says, rule the world as though it were spinning on your hand. That's the message I have for you. I hope these fascinating messages resonate with you, and I look forward to the good that's coming into your life. Thanks for tuning in, and take care.